The 76ers have really been playing well lately. It's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
To end the year, but I thought they still showed that they are a power in the East by having another strong season against the conference.
Best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case you've got to go elsewhere with the ball.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. And another basket for Toronto.
Spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it. I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Bayless got it off in time, but it's no good. It's all tied in Toronto. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. The third Toronto Raptor ever, Clark, to be voted into the All-Star game.
Yeah, you know, Bosch and Vinsanity to the other two.
The tray. Score of the basket is fifth of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
In our game.
Lowry brings the double, takes the 3, and it's Ilyasova with the 3. Ilyasova's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Here's Rodriguez. He's got 8. Stauskas kicks to Rodriguez. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Since 2011.
Now here's Okafor. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the back.
Here's Shorty. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. 76ers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Center in downtown Toronto.
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They started to take control of the game in the second quarter and pulled away nicely, heading into halftime up by 5. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
Here's Captain Clutch. He's got 20. Here's Embiid. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Times he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question.
Averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists.
He certainly had his moments, Greg, but inconsistency and turnovers have kept the lid on his progress.
Yeah, well, where I like Bayless is in spot plays.
Here's Shorty, here's Saric, and that one is hammered home. He has 5. Shot off the pick. And a kind roll that time off the rim.
Good basketball.
Here's Bayless. No good with the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia ahead, up by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing
Here's Captain Clutch while recovering. Wasted no time on that one. That's now 32 points for Captain Clutch. Field leading by 11 to the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it.
Looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is good.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the 76ers.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And by making sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series, guys. This win tonight will move their record to 2-0 with 2 left to play against the Raptors.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So the 76ers win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
They kept feeding him the basketball, and he did not disappoint. For the guys guarding him, it was a long, long night. As he pushed his point totals in the 30s, he got more and more determined. Great effort.